Hey, Cappy Seekers. Those of you with Capricorn moon, I posted, I mean, of course, you can watch this reading because it's for your different placements and, um, yeah. But I also posted a short for the next 28 days for Capricorn moons. I'm doing that for all the signs. Every time the moon changes a sign, I post a reading for that sign on the short feed. So check it out if you're into that. And hello, welcome. It's so hot. It's, listen, and I'm a heat kind of gal. I love the sun and the warmth, and I'm truly trying my hardest to not complain because I really don't like winter. But I'm just saying without saying, so hot. Okay, so as we sweat, let's read the cards. Your cards. I'm working with the Rider-Waite tarot deck. This is the Existential Shift if you're new. My name is Morgainne. Thank you for joining. If you're a seasoned seeker, thank you for coming back. Yeah, oh my God, I have like batches of cards fall too much. What's with all the gratitude in my, it's like an Oscar speech. Chill out, Morgainne. Just do the reading. I can't think straight with this heat on. You know, like I feel my skin melting on top of itself. I'm shuffling. I'm not just wasting your time yattering about the heat. Also maybe it's part of the reading. Usually everything is. So let's find out. Five of Pentacles. Well, at least they're out in the snow. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's like the other extreme. Maybe it's to tease us and to say, well, at least you're not in the cold snow. Okay, so for example, if you're, God forbid, homeless, at least you're in a warm weather, right? And not in the snow, because these people are homeless and injured in the snow. Imagine that. Don't imagine that. Stay healthy and housed. You know what this reminds me of? Pollyanna, the game, the happy game. Have you read the book? If you haven't, please do. It's one of my favorite childhood books. Kind of saved my childhood, honestly. It's the happy game is a game that you always play, even in the hardest times, that always reminds you that it can always be worse and that there's always something to be grateful for. So, for example, if you're homeless, well, at least you're not injured in the snow, homeless. That type of approach, it actually helps. It wires the brain to recognize itself as being on the upper side, right? As having the upper hand, even if it's just relative. If you focus on the relativity that is beneath your situation or that is um, less difficult than your situation. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. Yes. See the heat. If you focus on oh my goodness, if you focus on the usually I'm way more articulate if you're new. I'm so sorry. So if you focus on the aspect of your situation that have the upper hand in relation to other situations, then you tell your brain that you have the upper hand, right? And then it's like, oh, so we're okay. Now it's a catch-22. There's good and bad to it. There's good to it because obviously it makes you feel better. Yay. There's bad to it because it comes with the risk of keeping you stuck there. Well, it can always be worse. Okay, yeah, that doesn't mean you need to stay where it's bad because it can be worse. Play the happy game, but responsibly. Play it in a way that saves you from abyss, but not in a way that makes you feel great about the shitty situation that you're in. Okay. Seven of Swords. Use that comparison game to trick your mind. When do you need it and it suits you? Play that game. When do you not need it and you actually need to feel like, okay, this situation is bad, so you're encouraged to act to get yourself outside of it? Then you don't. Like, and I'm really picking up this something that you're guided to do with your mind. Right now things are really, really bad. Okay, what can we do to make it better? Or right now things might be bad, but it's actually amazing because it's not as bad as, and now you can fall asleep because you got to fall asleep. It's not going to be beneficial to worry, right? At that moment. Maybe what I'm saying sounds obvious to you, but if it was obvious, you would have done it. And if you would have done it, you would not be drawn to this reading. So maybe the obviousness of what I'm saying is actually pretty clever. Huh? All right. Let's continue for Cappy. Okay. King of Swords, the Moon, and the Emperor. There is this attempt to bully and bulldoze and run over your feelings by you. So if before I said by you, you thought of a person that is doing that to you, they are a reflection, a mirroring of that you do to yourself, of that which you do to yourself. So it's them and you. You cannot bulldoze your feelings into coolness. I cannot bulldoze myself to believe it's nice right now. It's so hot, I want to cry. I'm sweating in places I didn't know exist. Sometimes the elements are stronger than us, and sometimes our psyche that is linked to the cosmos is stronger than us, as it should be. And if your ego and logic and responsibility and sensibility and strength are telling you, you tell you that it's fine. I could be out in the snow and injured. It's fine. Then you're not fine. And you're not dealing with it fine. Stop. Not you, the bug. The moon here is probably the most powerful card on the table amongst the five cards that came out, right? Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, King of Swords, the Moon, the Emperor. All of them strong cards. The Emperor very strong in him and of himself, but the Moon here is beaming with, I'm a celestial organism. I reside inside your psyche. You're trying to tell me that what I'm feeling, I'm not feeling, and what I'm hurting, I'm not hurting, and you just get out of bed and just make it work. No. It's just telling you no. And you don't want to accept that because why should an aspect of you determine to the whole of you? Well, if that aspect of you is the thing that makes you tick and triggers all manifestation surrounding your life, because true manifestation comes from the psyche, not from the conscious. Watch my True Secrets of Manifestation, 13th Element. It's on the 13th Element playlist. Watch it, watch it, watch it. See what? No, watch it. Will help. It serves as a very heavy anchor that keeps reminding you what it is that hurt and that you need to deal with. And maybe some of you, this happy game, this Pollyanna happy game, has actually been your crutch. I mean, it's an amazing game. Again, I'm the first to root for it. I've done that for years and it got me through and it's good. But at one point, we need to be able to look at what is wrong and not try to embellish it so that we could resolve it. I mean, yes, you can have a crutch and you can paint it with beautiful colors and you can sign your name on it and initials and I don't know, make it look shiny and pretty, but it's still nonetheless a crutch. You're better off spending that same energy on healing your leg, resting it and giving it the treatment that it needs. Just an example. Running away from the problem by saying there are no problems, you have no problem, you don't have a problem, that's not strength, that's weak. It's not strong, that's weak. Hey, it's okay. Take a breath. Because I actually want you to be able to get back on your feet and do your thing sooner rather than later, I'm trying to help you avoid postponing getting back on your feet. You don't deal with it, you're stretching it along. So you're running away to your relationship, to your job. You're using relationships to get your mind off of things. You're giving other people advice. You don't need advice. You're fine. Oh, no. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about your problem. Let's see what I can do for you. You're not being an angel. Sorry. You're not doing that for them. You're doing that for yourself because you don't want to deal. Sit down, listen to their advice. Talk about your problems. If not with them, then at least with yourself. Nine of Cups. Show me more. King of Wands. There's something that you want. Something that you've written in your journal as this is my goal, this is my manifestation, this is what I want. Maybe you have like a journal, a manifestation board, a dream journal, a goal notebook, whatever, and you've written it down and you want it and you're focused on it. And once again, what you will manifest is either just your psyche, what's going on in your subconscious, or a combination, integration of what goes on in your subconscious and your conscious. So this is happening on your conscious, this is conscious level. Think the mantras, the things you say, the things you're aware of, the things you write down, the things you want, and it's it's based in free choice, it's based in or in desire, and so on and so forth. You're aware of it, you're into it. What will be manifested though, so whatever is right here. It's just the nature of things. It's not because of this reading. It's not how I choose to read the cards. It's the nature of the cosmos, okay? above my pay grade. I didn't create this shit this way. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. I agree. It's shitty. I wouldn't have. I'm not. I didn't do it. I'm just telling you how it is. Okay. Now, if you ignore this and only focus on the mantra, the goal, the desire, the purpose, da 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 da, what will come is a warped combination of your psyche and your subconscious, meaning it's going to be a dark manifestation of what it is that you wrote in your journal. Does it ever happen to you that like something gets manifested, you got something that you wanted, but it was like it's distorted, it's not exactly like that. It's if you knew that that's how it will play out, you would never have asked for it. It's like a morbid joke. That that's what I'm talking about. No, who wants that? Do you want that? Do it. You don't want that? Don't do it. Don't do it. Shh. Stop with the stop with the goal writing. Sit. What's going on there? You don't even have to sit. Look around you. The reality, your actual existing bottom line, tangible, you can see, you can touch, factual reality, type of relationships, situations, etc. That is what goes on in your subconscious. Direct reflection. Okay? And that's what you need to work on, not run outside of it. If the plumbing in your house is rotten and old and needs replacement, doesn't matter how much you break down the walls and rebuild them or put up a new fence or new curtains, it's not going to change anything. You're just wasting your time, right? You got to go to the sewage. Sorry. Sorry. You're not alone in this. We're all in this game together. Another nine. Ah, interesting. Another nine and a court card. Nine of Pentacles and Page of Cups. Okay. Look at what we have here. We have fire, desire, will, trying to feed an emotional need. Doesn't work. Fire burns water into fuel. Okay. Everything I just yattered. And then look at the seemingly small yet very big change, meaningful change. The water, also for the nine, also for a very positive nine card of wish fulfillment and success, etc. And now it's a little bit of water nourishing earth. And what is water? The psyche, the emotion, the sentiment. Don't focus on what it is you want to get yourself be happy. Focus on what it is you feel. Maybe you're unhappy. Maybe you're sad. Maybe you're, a little bit too Nietzsche and pessimistic. But it's also, philosophical and poetic and romantic and creative. However it is you actually feel, express it, speak it, feel it, be with it. And that will nourish your goals and your desires to a place that is way more tangible, that will be solid, that will maintain and be sustained. This is creating these beautiful cups by fire of the will of the moment. I want it now, and I don't want to do the hard work. I know it's where you're like, I can do the hard work. I'm a Capricorn. I know, but sometimes, Cappy, you take what is easy for you And because it's considered hard work for everyone else, you're like, I'm doing the hard work, but it's easy for you. For you, the hard work is not doing the hard work and working all day long, or whatever the case may be, however it plays out for you. For you, doing the hard work is tapping into how you feel and expressing yourself emotionally. In this case, in this reading, I'm not trying to be stereotypical. It's just the stereotype is coming through in this reading. What can I do? But the irony is that is exactly the thing that will create something that is very Capricornian, something long lasting and stable. This is a tree that will feed you and your children and your generations to come. This, in this case, in this combination, this dynamic and interaction between the cards, is a cute little pretty flower that is seasonal that will just dissipate in the next season. You're getting what I'm trying to say? I believe you do. You're very, very smart. Bottom of the deck, Justice, Ace of Pentacles, and the Magician. Beautiful. It clicks. A lot of you that are watching this, at least those of you that stayed until now, just, you had that switch turn in your head to understand what manifestation is. You know what it is that you need to cut out of your life. You know what it is that you need to focus on. And from there, you can truly communicate with through the elements with the universe to have something really, really great that you want birth for you. But it will require cutting the bullshit. Your own bullshit. Other people's bullshit. You want to work from the outside in? Go for it. Start with the manifestation of your inner bullshit, the way it manifests on the outside with people in your life that are bullshit. Start with them, and then as you weed them out, don't go and meet someone else. See how it is and work on it in your head so the next new person isn't a copy paste of the other person because you just jumped from one person to the other. If there is another person, in case this is a romantic thing, it can play out on anything in your life. But if this is a romantic thing, if it ends up that you're cutting out a person in your life, but simultaneously there has also been another person in your life that is very different than them, that symbolizes other things for you, if of course you're interested, then you can do that. I don't want to confuse you and be like, oh, you shouldn't go with anyone. It really depends. You shouldn't go with someone who's a copy paste of someone that was just a mirror to your unhealed psyche, right? Because then it's you're doing it again. Okay, you get it. Okay. Oh my God, so hot. Stay magic, stay true. I love you.